Hey everyone, MeltingMan234 here with another casual review, and ironically it's another Doctor Who topic, but this time it's Doctor Who, the movie, a film that was an attempt to bring back the series after its cancellation and was released in 1996. The film takes place during the final years of the Seventh Doctor's time. His greatest foe, the Master, is finally executed for his crimes, and his remains are given to the Doctor. During his trip through time and space, the remains of the Master escape and fiddles with the controls of the TARDIS, sending it to San Francisco 1999, close to New Year's Eve. The Master escapes the TARDIS, and the Doctor tries to catch him, only to be gunned down by a street gang. After a quick trip to the hospital and a failed operation, the Doctor goes through another regeneration, becoming the Eighth Doctor, who suffers from memory loss for a while. Meanwhile, the Master finds a new body for a while and plans to take the Doctor's remaining regenerations, and now it's up to the Doctor and his new companion to stop him. Now, before I even saw this film, I already knew what to expect. Yes, the film is very American and not British. Yes, the whole thing about the Doctor being half human is far-fetched, even though that was one of the many ideas to reintroduce the character. Yes, they never explained whatever happened to Ace, who was the Doctor's recent companion when the series ended, and yes, the film does need a rewrite. By now, everyone has already reviewed this film in depth and already picked it apart in details and blah blah blah, so how the hell am I going to review this and not just repeat somebody else's take? Well, I'm just going to talk about what I liked and what I didn't like about this film. So to start off with the dislike pile, the whole deal about the Doctors being shocked at the Doctor having two hearts gets a bit annoying, as in they say this a lot in the film. I didn't mind the explanation for the Doctor's regeneration in this film, but being shot once is a bit weak. Now if he was shot multiple times, then it would have worked better. Oh well, at least it was a lot better and not as rushed as the Sixth Doctor's regeneration scene. There's obviously some continuity errors and details, like in the beginning they explain that Time Lords can only regenerate up to 13 bodies, but then the Master later corrects this by saying that they only go up to 12. But then again, this is Doctor Who, a series that involves time travel and space adventures that I'm pretty sure we've already had a good amount of paradoxes and continuity errors in the classic series. So, I didn't have much of an issue with this film, and this is coming from a guy who spent 2.5 years watching classic Doctor Who before watching this film. Yep, I sat down and watched all 26 seasons. Now for the stuff that I liked about this film, because there are some parts of it that I liked. Paul McGann was a decent actor to play the Doctor. He wasn't trying to be similar to the other actors, he was just being his own thing. Also, the inside of the TARDIS looks cool. Looks very cozy and fancy. It's a nice little change rather than just recycling the round things and such. Eric Roberts, who plays the Master, is also decent. When he gets his new body and walks around with shades and a black coat, I'm like, well, it looks like the Master's gone Terminator. But he was okay. But compared to all of the actors who have played the Master in the past, nobody can top off Roger Delgado. And then, of course, we have the companion characters for the Doctor and the Master, and they're alright. And that's all that I can think of to say about this film. It's obvious that this film could have been a lot better. Is it bad? Yeah, it's bad. Is it terrible? Not really. I just consider it to be a film that it's bad that it's good. When it was first released, it was very frowned upon, especially back then in the US when we really didn't know much about Doctor Who. But over the years, people have been a little bit more acceptive of the Eighth Doctor and such. This was the only source of film media where Paul McGann played the Eighth Doctor. The only time we would see him again is mostly in audio dramas. But years later, Paul McGann would make a surprising return reprising the role in the mini-episode Night of the Doctor. So, that's about it. Doctor Who, the movie. It is what it is, an attempt to bring back the series that didn't obviously work. If you're planning on watching this film in the future, don't expect much, especially if you're a hardcore Whovian who wasted part of his life catching up with the series from the very beginning. That's about it for this casual review, and I'll see you next time.